Hello, hello, blessings, blessings, blessings. How are you today? Hello, everyone. Welcome to a drip of Eagle Sauce. How is your day coming along? How is your day coming along? Today, I'm going to give you a brief tutorial of me cooking lasagna. This is me putting on the water for my noodles. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to a drip of Eagle Sauce, where we give you what? A drip of Eagle Sauce. And we also give you all that you may need and more. How's everyone doing today? Blessings on blessings on blessings is what I send to you. We are waiting for the water to boil. All right, all right, all right. My water is boiling. It is noodle time. Now, if you like me and couldn't find your big pan because you was moving around and you had to do some things and had to come up with using your other pan, do like I do. Because it really doesn't matter how you put it in there, as long as you get them done. See, you can even break it in half. Or you can do one of these numbers and they're all still going to come out great to perfection. So some I'm going to break and some I'm going to just sit on in there and let it float on down. You just have to wait till it gets a little soft and they'll go in there. Just gotta wait a second. And it's all gonna cook to perfection. Those were the noodles in the pan, waiting to be boiled. Make sure you turn your noodles around a little bit to ensure that you're getting every one of them cooked. You do not want uncooked noodles in your pasta dish that you're making. It is not going to be good. Or you can eat uncooked noodles, but I don't recommend it. It may be a hard chewing dish and not as fulfilling as you would want it to be. So I just go in a little bit with a fork and I kind of separate them a little bit just to ensure that they're all being cooked evenly. See how it looks in the inside? And they're all cooking evenly. Alright. You gotta have a strainer. You see how I'm going in and I'm checking my noodle to make sure that it's done. See, I got one in here that don't want to cooperate, and that's why I go through with my fork and I just break it on apart. because you don't want them to be all together like that. See how it's still not done? So you gotta go in there with your fork and break it on up. And make sure that they stay separated. There you go. Separate, separate. Because you do not want your noodles sticking together. That can be very nasty. So you just go in there with your fork like so. And me personally, I tend to wash my fork after I put it in the pan every time. That's just me, my personal preferences. Had to take a second there to wash out my pan and make a new fresh pot of water so I can do my second batch of noodles. These are the noodles that I am using. I recommend this brand of noodles if you're buying noodles. This is the best noodle brand. Actually, I just recommend him, period. If you see this on anything, buy it. His brand is Awesome Sauce. Alright, it's time for the second batch of noodles. Now notice I didn't break these ones. I'm just leaving them in there straight. Because these ones I want to stay long. The reason I broke up the other ones is because say you have little missing spots and you need to put a noodle in there. You already had a noodle broken in half, so you don't have to worry about breaking it and trying to put it into another little spot. And while you at it, for real, you can do this a little bit and separate them while they're floating on down into the water. You can kind of separate them a little bit this way too. So yeah, I'll just stick my fork in there and just push some around in a little circle. And there you go. That's your second batch of noodles. Getting ready for the lasagna. All right, it's time to cook the meat. Man, the meat that I'm using here is not ground beef. This right here is ground steak. So if you know what I know, go to your local butcher that's in your supermarket or wherever your butcher is that you use, and use ground steak instead of ground beef, because ground steak tastes way better. Now let us turn our noodles off. Put a little bit of seasoning in here, because I like my meat to be seasoned. pardon me for a second. I'm washing my hands because I touched that ground steak. So it's imperative that you wash your hands so that you make sure you don't transfer any illnesses that may have been in the meat. Well, not any illnesses, but you know what I mean. You don't want to transfer anything from your meat while you're cooking. So I suggest that you wash your hands after you put your meat into the pan. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Let's go. Let's grow. Now I'm going to stir my ground steak up a little bit here. Because what we're going for is a brown. We want to cook the meat all the way through before we start the assembling process with the lasagna. Now normally I would use a bigger pan here, but because I'm doing a tutorial, I'm literally not using a big pan. Turn that off there. Get my noodles back into my other noodle pot. Now you hear me, but I am not, I repeat, not using the fork in which I was using. I'm using this. You do not want to use the same things that you're using in this meat. This meat is cooked. This meat is raw. Did I just do that? Yeah, I think I just did that. Turned off the other burner. But this meat is raw, so you want to make sure that you thoroughly cook it all the way through. Go through there, break up the chunks if you don't want big chunks in there. Just go on in there and break it on up. This is how it looks. I wish I had smell-o-vision so you could see. So you could smell the aroma that is coming from off of this right here. Now, normally, I would do my green peppers and my onions right now with this. But because it is a large amount of meat, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to saute my onions and my green peppers, and then I will assemble it all together. Because today I was a little short of time, so I'm rushing a little bit busy here, and a little bit rushing, because I want to make sure my loved one, when they get off work, have something awesome to eat. So feel free to leave a shout out and say happy birthday, because I am making a happy birthday lasagna. So feel free to say happy birthday, SMOOTH, because it is Smooth's birthday. So we want to make sure that he has a hearty lasagna to eat, because he is awesome sauce. So we want to make sure that he has an awesome meal, because he is a hard-working man and he deserves a spectacular meal to come home to. And that is not my lover is my loved one, which is my brother. So I want to make sure when he goes to his house, he has lasagna there, and all he has to do is come to his home, and he won't have to cook later on. Whenever he gets there, I'll leave him a note, and I'll say, I've been by. Enjoy this awesome meal, and hopefully he'll love it. So let's let you get a look there. See that there? See that there is boiling nicely, boiling nicely. Got my seasonings in there. Oh, I wish you could just smell this aroma. I wish you could smell it. You see that smoke, baby? You cooking over here in this kitchen. We ain't doing no burning. That's what you call cooking, baby. You got them good eats over here. What you got going on over there? 'Cause ain't nothing but good cooking over here. Now, I repeat, drain your grease. I cook in water if I'm cooking some meat, because most of the time I'll make a veggie lasagna, but today I'm doing a steak beef lasagna. So make sure you drain your meat, because you do not want this grease in your meat. It is imperative to drain your meat. And do not drain it in the sink. Take a plastic bag and put something in the bottom of the plastic bag. I normally use paper towels or such. And put it in a plastic bag and in your trash can. Do not put it in the sink. I repeat, do not put the grease out of this pan into a sink. Yeah, you see the difference in the meat? It looks spectacular. You drain it out. That's all you gotta do is drain it. Alright, it's saute the meat time. Not saute the meat. Saute my vegetables that I'm gonna put in there. I'm adding green peppers and onions. Now, like I told you, normally I would take and add my onions and my green peppers with this meat. It would have already been done. But I'm going to have to do it a little different today. And get your onions and green peppers sauteed real nicely. See that there? Now, while I'm sauteing, I'm still going to go back into the meat that I just cooked, and I'm going to turn it. Now, the juice that I took out of there, I left just a little bit, because what you don't want is your meat to be looking all dry. That's just nasty. So you go back in there while you sauteing your meat up. Excuse me, while you're sauteing these vegetables that would have been done with this meat. Just go in there, give that a quick stir. There you go. You want your meat always looking nice and fresh and juicy. And as I told you, now in this particular time I'm using the same fork. Wash the fork. Don't just come from out here into this pan. That's nasty. Wash the fork in between. It don't take nothing but 1 second for you to step over there to your sink and wash it off. That's all you have to do. Just wash it off. Because you never know when you may need to get a little more butter. See, I need just a little bit more butter in there. But I'm not going to use my fork because I have a knife. So I'm going to wash my fork and sit it back here on my fork tray. And then I'm going to go get me a piece of butter out of the refrigerator. And I'm going to cut a piece of butter. Put that in there to saute with the vegetables because you don't want them to burn. You just want them to saute a little bit so you can get that saute flavor on them. Because I don't know how you do your lasagna, but most of the time, lasagna is pretty much done if you do it this way. You're just heating up the ingredients together when you put it in the oven. So, you saute up your vegetables. You want them nice and coated. See that? I wish you had smell-o-vision so you could see it. See that? And I'm going to saute them up just a little bit more. I wish you could smell that aroma coming off of that pan there. It smells awesome in here. I guess I should have cooked at his house and maybe he could have got the smell and the aroma. Now your vegetables are done. You can pull them right over top of the meat that you just finished cooking. Be sure you're getting all of your vegetables. You don't want to leave any onions or green peppers behind. Waste not, want not. And you just take it and mix them on in there. Because it's still hot from me just cooking it. So you want everything to be hot. You don't want to put your hot green peppers and onions on top of the cold steak. That doesn't make sense. That's nasty and it's not going to turn out right. Let me bring that to you so you can get a better look. See that there? That's the meat that I'm going to put in there. I wish you could smell this goodness. Now I'm doing a quick little wipe down real quick. Had a few onions that got away out that pan. I'm going to have to wipe that off because a little bit of juice spilled over there. So I'll go back and clean that shortly. But I just want to make sure I got the stuff off there. Alright, it's assemble time. Let's get to assembling. And this right here is my sauce that I made. You can freeze you some sauce. And that way, because I like mine nice and saucy. So I'll take and put a thin little layer. Not that much, but just a little thin little layer. There you go, thin layer. Then you take your noodles. And normally mine would have been way more looser than this. Now, some people put the meat on the bottom. I do not, because it does nothing but burn. So I suggest your noodle on the bottom. Now, this is the reason I use the long noodles. You see, I did some long and some short, because those ones you can go straight at the bottom. All right, I put just a sprinkle of sauce. Now, notice how I'm putting scoops in there, because if you do little scoops, you'll get about an even amount up in there that you want. Then you just drag it on down, drag it on down, drag it on down. And that way you have even pieces in there. Now I'm using some shredded cheese. Gotta have your cheese, gotta have your cheese. Now, most of the time, you will use a lot of cheese. Or you can just use a little common sense and let the bag do the work for you. And that way you don't have cheese all over your hand. Now I'm going to take that, smooth it out, smooth it out. Because you want an even layer. You don't want it like it's all piled up in chunks. Or if you like it like that, that's cool too. But I like my stuff a little evenly, so I'll spread it out evenly. Now notice I'm tucking my noodle so that can be like an even layer. Alright, we at the final stages of the assembly. I'm just putting the last little pieces of steak in here. Making sure that I got all of my steak. I don't want to leave nothing behind. I didn't like how that onion cooked up, so I took it out there. And that's the way you assure that you have a piece of meat in every bite. Alright, that's all the meat there. Let's add some more cheese here. Actually, I want to add some more sauce. Hold on, let me get some more out the freezer. I mean the refrigerator. Alright, she almost done. I just gotta put a little bit more sauce and some cheese on here. It's pretty much done. I like a lot of sauce and a lot of cheese, so I'm adding a little more sauce and a little more cheese, because I like mine to be very saucy and very cheesy. So I'm just adding a little bit more sauce in there. That's the sauce, baby. Now that sauce was prepared. I've already had some from when I made some spaghetti. So I freezed it. And now I'm using the rest of the sauce for the lasagna. That was a good multi-purpose batch. I made me a nice old batch when I was doing my spaghetti. I said, let me go ahead and make a little big batch just in case I wanted to do something else later. And I already had my sauce together and prepared. So this right here, see how I'm going around the side? Because this right here helps all your noodles form a little, I guess you say, they'll stuff on together. And when it officially cooks, it'll just seal them all together. And you won't have to worry about when you cutting it, it's going everywhere. When you cut it, it'll come on out in one little nice even slice. Now let's get the rest of this cheese in here. Now this one right here had a little mix in it. So it had a little bit of mozzarella in it as well. Then I decided I wanted a little more mozzarella, so I went on here into the refrigerator and got me another little bag of mozzarella. This is what you call a 3-cheese lasagna, except it's a cheddar, a mozzarella, and they're both cheddars. One just sharp and one's not sharp. So it's 2 cheddars and a mozzarella. Now I'm just getting my cheese on. Alright, this how she looks. She's getting ready to go into the oven. Now if you can notice, you'll notice that around my edges here, see around the edges, I don't have the cheese around there. It's a little smooth. See how it looks? You want it like that so that way when your cheese melts, because cheese slides to the side, you know it slides. So that way when the cheese melts, it'll melt good and it helps for easy cleanup when you're cleaning the pan afterwards. I'll holler at you in about an hour or 45 minutes after she's done. Now it's time for the cleanup.